Inside the forest was a little house. And inside the house was a bowl of porridge. Georgie Pig was very hungry, so he ate it all up. Yum, yum, yum. But just as he finished, Baby Bear walked in and said, "Oi! Did you eat my magic porridge?" Georgie said, "Yes." Baby Bear said, "That was magic porridge. It will make you go very big." And then Georgie Pig began to grow. He grew and he grew and he grew until he was taller than all of the trees in the forest. The end. Are you sleepy, George? No. Not even a little bit? No. OK, I'll do a bit more story. Baby Bear said there is a box of golden treasure at the end of the world. But it's too far for me to go because I'm too little. Georgie said, "I will carry you there." So Georgie Pig walked to the end of the world. He walked and he walked and he walked. Are you sleepy yet? No. He walked through forests, across mountains, across seas. And are you sleepy yet? No. He walked all the way to the end of the world and found a big box of golden treasure. Ooh. And a big dragon. Grrr. Yes, a big green dragon with little wings and breathing fire. Roar! Luckily, it was a very friendly dragon. And he said, "You can have the treasure." But then Georgie Pig began to shrink. He shrank and he shrinked and he shrunk until he was the same little Georgie Pig as he was before. "How will we get back home now?" said Baby Bear. "I can fly you home," said the dragon. So Georgie Pig and Baby Bear hopped on the dragon's back and flew all the way back home to the little house in the forest. We'll go to sleep after the story.
All right. Once upon a time, there was
a little boy called Pedro Pony, and he found a magic bean.
Oh, yes. Now, Pedro planted that bean and it grew into an enormous beanstalk that went high into the sky.
That's right.
Pedro climbed to the top of that beanstalk and found
a horrible big giant. But I don't want that. I want a princess.
Oh, yes. There he found a beautiful Princess Peppa and Sir George, the brave knight.
And a cook who makes the most delicious food ever.
Mummy Pig, Daddy Pig and Grandpa Pig are waiting to eat dinner.
I'll go and see what's keeping Granny Pig.
What's next in the story?
Naughty Granny Pig. You woke the little ones.
We promised to sleep when the story ends, Grandpa.
I'm good at ending stories, Granny Pig. You go downstairs. I won't be long.
There's a boy, a beanstalk, a beautiful princess, a brave knight, and a cook who makes a lovely dinner.
Well, after they ate the lovely dinner, everyone fell asleep. The end.
Then they all woke up and along came a wizard.
A wizard?
Yes, a wizard who is going to do a big magic show.
But...
Then along came a scary dragon. Grrr.
Granny Pig, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are still waiting to eat dinner.
That bedtime story doesn't seem to be working.
I'm the expert at telling bedtime stories. I'll have them asleep in no time.
Grrr, a scary dragon!
Before going to bed, Peppa and George brush their teeth.
OK, that's enough brushing. Into your beds.
Oh, I think our teeth need a bit more cleaning.
When you're in bed, Daddy Pig will read you a story.
Hooray!
Peppa and George like stories. When Peppa goes to bed, she always has her teddy tucked up with her. When George goes to bed, he always has Mr. Dinosaur tucked up with him.
Are you feeling sleepy now?
No, Daddy. We need lots and lots of stories.
Daddy Pig will read you one story. Now, which book do you want?
The Red Monkey book.
OK, I'll read you the Red Monkey book.
Peppa and George like the Red Monkey book.
Once upon a time...
Oh, sorry, Daddy Pig.
Once upon a time there was a red monkey. And this red monkey had a bath. And cleaned his teeth. He got into his bed. And soon he fell fast asleep. Good night, Red Monkey.
Peppa and George are asleep.
Good night, Peppa and George. Sleep well.
Now Peppa and George are asleep, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are going to watch some television. And now it's time for the amazing Mr. Potato.
I've been looking forward to watching this program.
The amazing Mr. Potato is always ready for action. He runs fast. He jumps high. He never sleeps. It is bedtime for Peppa and George. And it looks as if it is bedtime for Mummy and Daddy too.
Once upon a time, in a castle, there lived a little princess. And she was called the Sleepy Princess.
Daddy, why was she called that?
I'll get to that later.
Was the Sleepy Princess pretty?
Yes, she was very pretty. She loved looking at herself in the mirror.
I am so pretty. Who else was living at the castle?
Well...
The others in the castle were the small prince, Queen Mummy, and King Daddy.
That's right. They were all living there as well.
Did King Daddy have a big tummy?
Of course not. He was very handsome. Like me. Anyway, there was also a dragon.
Dinosaur!
A dinosaur? Oh, yes. It wasn't a dragon. It was a dinosaur. Living outside was a huge, fierce dinosaur.
Oh dear, maybe the dinosaur wasn't quite that fierce, Daddy Pig.
Sorry, George. No, the dinosaur was very gentle. It ate lots of grass.
Daddy Pig!
Oh, sorry. I was being the dinosaur.
Daddy, why is the princess called the Sleepy Princess?
I'm coming to that. You see, the sun set, then the stars and moon came out, and everyone got very sleepy. But the most sleepy of all was the Sleepy Princess.
On sleepovers, there's always a midnight feast. What's a midnight feast? We eat things in secret. Ooh. I know where there's food, but we must be very quiet. Shh, Susie. Shh, Peppa. Quiet.
Mummy Zebra has woken up.
We're going to have the best midnight feast ever.
What's going on? You'll wake Daddy Zebra. Now, who knows a nice, gentle bedtime story?
Me. And me. I'll start. Once upon a time, there was a little fairy. Now your turn, Peppa. And she lived in the forest. She was very pretty, and she had a fairy wand.
Lovely.
Your turn, Emily. Tell us what happens next. Well, I'm not really sure. Just say anything, Emily, as long as it's not boring. OK. The little fairy met a big monster who went... Eek! Too scary!
What's all this noise?
Oh dear, the noise has woken Mr. Zebra.
Sorry, Daddy. There was a story about a fairy and a scary monster. And we want to know what happens next.
Very well. The monster lifted up his big hairy paws and walked along on his big hairy feet.
Ooh.
And he said, "Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are."
Mr. Zebra's song has sent everyone to sleep.